Hi guys, and big welcome to a cEDH TV gameplay video where we're gonna do a finals pod from the Kaos in the Nexus tournament. Pontus, you were cast that thing.
Yeah, I was a caster for them. So Kaos Tournaments is a... so far, all but one tournament has been free. We're looking to maybe do some paid events in the future. Mostly it's just a free tournament for people to enter, and we do some awesome prizes. And it will be the third Sunday each month going forward, I believe. So we're doing quite regular events with that organization.
And the Discord that tournament will be hosted on that Sunday will be in the description below of the video as usual. Anis, you were playing that tournament, right?
We made top 16 in this one, which was super fun after some grueling games. There's basically no barrier to entry, like it's free. You just need a functioning setup and then you can just go and play, and then yeah.
Looking at the tournament decks, the first one we have out, this is the fourth place Jamaican dudes Tumna Crom list, very typical, clean, go fast, go strong, Underworld Breach, doesn't play Peer into the Abyss.
So I usually talk a lot with most people that play this deck. So there's been some shifts happening. A lot of people are getting off the bigger, clunkier spells because they found that they are A, nigh uncastable, and B, just there's better ways of, like with all that mana, there's cleaner ways of winning. Also, Pair just messes with your Naws more than it should. Like it's only one card at 7, which shouldn't like matter. But you know, if anyone who's Naws with Pair in their deck knows, as soon as you start hitting like 10, you're like, oh, I need to find a couple more things, but if I hit Pair here, I'm just dead. So cutting that has been super nice.
Yeah, you're making this dude's list here looks very clean. But then we have a list by Soil?
Yeah.
Soil? Someone's gonna hate me for this.
We're just gonna call him Zoe from now on.
Some guy.
Some guy. Sorry, some guy.
Individual.
We has a Kinnan deck.
Pretty standard Kinnan deck. I do like that the win condition is Walking Ballista, because sometimes you just make infinite colors of mana and you can't dump it into Kinnan, but you can dump it into that and win.
And the last list is Kodama Tevesh by Chimera. I've never seen this commander pair before, but it's going to be piloted by Pontus today.
Yeah, it looks to be a... I was about to say standard, and that's not it at all. But a Protein Hulk and Razaketh deck. So we run all the dorks, we run some fast mana as well, and just ways to power out that Hulk and then sacking it to our sack outlet in the command zone in Tevesh. It does a thing.
But with that, let's look at some opening hands.
First 7, this hand does not do anything. It has some payoffs, but I guess it is a turn 2 wheel, but it's a bit slow for my taste. So my general thing is that, especially if you're in first seat, unless your first 7 is godlike, you just pitch it because mulligans are broken. So you should just take a free mulligan. So hopefully we get something better with our second mull. This hand might seem a bit better because it has all these tutors and everything, but at the same time, I guess turn 2 Ristic is fine, and like we have the Force and Negation and the Mindbreak Trap, but that's a bit too reactive going first. So I want to see if we can get something a bit more proactive going first. This hand doesn't do much either. Play a land pass. For some reason I keep seeing Oracle and Meme Betrayal together, so we will go to 5. This hand is alright. Normally I wouldn't keep it, but we're at 5 now, so I think we just have to be happy with what we get. I think in this situation we bottom the Dispel because Force of Will is more live in this game where people are winning with creature stuff, so we actually need to have creature interaction up, and so hopefully we just draw into the second blue spell. So let's just this bottom Ball Ritual. So now we have some mana and we have a Wish Claw, and then hopefully I don't think we're gonna be dead before turn 3, and I think by turn 3 we're gonna be in an okay enough state. By like turn 2 we can fall back on the turn 2 Crom, which is a fine play, but I would rather have something a bit more proactive.
Okay, so first 7 is pretty interesting because I feel like this is kind of what this deck wants to do, but I don't think this is a good thing to be doing. And you might be saying, what? You have a Collector Oof versus Kinnan and 2 blue farms. And I'm here like, yes, but my hand doesn't really do anything except for that. I'm kind of pigeonholed into playing this turn 2 Collector Oof, not even casting my turn 2 Tevesh, and then just playing the slow game. And while that might be able to work, that might get there, I am very much banking on them not just having a bounce ball. So this hand looks very good, but I actually think it's pretty bad. And you might say, Pontus, you're crazy, what the heck are you doing? But I'll actually keep it though. Just so keep this discussion in mind that I kept this hand, but I still think it's a bad keep. I think this is one of those hands that looks better than it is, and when it actually plays out, you end up just losing anyways, even though you had the perfect answer. Probably I'm gonna lose because of it, but here we go. See, this is more as an experiment.
So looking at our first 7, I don't really like it. We have nothing really kicking off, so we're gonna mulligan to second 7. So we have a turn 1 Esper Sentinel, then we have Witchclaw, Windfall, and Cooling the Weak. I kinda like this. So we can use Witchclaw to find Ad Nauseam and use Cooling the Weak to cast Ad Nauseam. We get an early Esper Sentinel in turn 1, so yeah, I think this is a hand that can get somewhere, so I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, let us look at an opening hand. Yeah, this gives us like double Mana Crypt, and then we can get Basalt Monolith, Iso Scepter. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we're keeping this.
Ow, that makes my hand better. I will play a Erdent Catacomb. I would like to fetch an Underground Sea. And if that's okay, I'd like to shortcut and just play this Mystical Remora. Cool. If Remora is good, I will just pass my turn.
Go to my turn. I would like to play this Underground Stadium, tap it to cast a Elves of Deep Shadow, and then pass my turn.
Okay, well, I apologize, but we're gonna feed the fish just a little. Just a little.
No, Jordan, don't.
Just a little. We're gonna play Besage You again as land for turn. We're gonna play Mana Crypt. I'll tap both Floating a Colorless to cast a Sylvan Library. And with that, I will pass the turn.
Untap and draw a card, Scrubland, and I want to cast an Esper Sentinel and pass the turn.
Upkeep, I'm going to pay for my fish, and then I'm going to play an Arid Mesa, and I'm going to fetch a Badlands. Cast this Lionside Diamond as well, and then I'm going to pass my turn. You can draw a card.
Go to my turn. Play a Forest, land for turn. Cast a Yule Lotus. You can draw as well. Then I'd like to tap 1 to cast a Sol Ring. Sack and cast a Tevesh. I'll plus 2 Tevesh. And then I'll take damage to cast this Collect Roof. Then I'd like to pass my turn.
Roll flipped heads, so I do not take damage. Sylvan Library. We'll keep all 3 and lose 8 life. Start by fetching for a tropical island. Then I think we will just cast our commander Kinnan. And with that, we will pass the turn.
Going to my turn, untap everything and draw a card. Nice. I'm gonna play a Badlands. I'm gonna exile this Simian Spirit Guide, 1, 2, and the red mana from Spirit Guide. And I'm gonna cast Tymna, the Weaver. Then I would like to go to combat. Esper Sentinel is going at Anis for 1 damage.
I'll take a damage.
I will lose a life and draw a card with Tymna. I have 8 cards in my hand, and I will discard a Jeweled Lotus. And then I pass the turn.
Yeah, and so I'm going to cast a Vamp Tutor.
So I will draw a card because of the Vamp Tutor. Very nice card to draw into current situation. However, this also means that my hand goes up to 8. So I'm going to have to discard again. To shortcut things, I'm going to discard a Fellower Stone. And then I'm good to let the Vamp... Well, the Vamp Tutor actually resolves for this, but still. Yeah, go for it, Anis.
And I'll put this on top. And then, yeah, I'll get to my turn. Pay for fish. Draw a card. Play Mana Confluence. I will pass.
Go to my turn. I would like to plus 1 Tevesh. Sacking a Thrall, drawing 2 cards. I will play Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, as land for turn, to cast a Braids, Arisen Nightmare. Then I'd like to go to my end step, where Braids will trigger. So at my end step, I will sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker I control. If I do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. For each opponent who doesn't, that player loses 2 life, and I may draw a card. So she will trigger, and I will sacrifice my Sol Ring.
I mean, you're a green-black. I don't care if you draw cards. Go for it.
Esper Sentinel have currently given me a lot of value here, so I'm gonna keep my Esper Sentinel, lose a life, and you can draw a card, Pontus.
You draw 3, Pontus.
Thank you. And that's my end step, so I'm passing the turn.
We'll draw off Sylvan Library. I will keep all 3 again.
Brave.
Okay.
Very brave. Nice.
I will play Rejuvenating Springs as a land for turn, 2 Phyrexian mana to have a Phyrexian Metamorph come into play as an Esper Sentinel. Pass the turn.
Untap and draw a card. I will play an Exotic Orchard. I want to go to combat. I'm gonna send Tymna at Jordan and Esper Sentinel at Anis for 1.
I will take...
Then Tymna and Kinnan both dies. Passing the turn here. Go for it.
Sure, go to my turn. Let the fish go. Draw a card. Play a mana vault. I'll pass turn.
Go to my turn. Land for turn will be a mana confluence, which I notably can tap for green instead of taking damage. I will +1 to Vesh, sacking a throw. Draw 2. I now regret which land I played, but here we are. I'll tap 2 mana, cast a Funeral Elves, cast a Grim Monolith. You guys can draw. Then I'd like to go to end step. Trigger Braids.
Yep.
I'd like to sacrifice this Grim Monolith.
I will not sacrifice anything because I don't care if green-black player draws cards.
I mean, I think we should care a tiny bit. I mean, your mana crypt doesn't really do anything but deal damage to you here, considering the Collector Roof, right?
Yeah, but once I get an answer to get rid of it, I'd rather have my mana crypt than not have it.
Well, Esper Sentinel seems to give me like 2 to 3 cards per turn cycle, so I'm gonna actually keep it. So you can have a card here, Pontus.
You can have another card, Pontus. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Joran.
Roll for crypt was the heads, so no damage, never punished, and now Sylvan Library. I would really like Collector Oof to die. We're gonna play Alchemist's Refuge. We're gonna tap 1 for a Bird's Paradise. For a Gilded Drake. Pontus, I would like to trade you this Gilded Drake for a Braids.
Yeah, I pass. You can have a Braids.
Yay! I think at this point we will sacrifice our mana crypt.
I am not sacrificing my Esper Sentinel. I am letting you draw a card from me.
Sure.
I have no artifact to sacrifice, so you can draw from me as well.
Alright, I will draw 3 cards. Okay, and then I'll go to cleanup. I need to discard 5 cards.
In the end step, I'm gonna tap out and cast a Oppo Agent. No search for you guys. Go to my turn, untap and draw a card. Buyer of Industry as a land drop. I'm gonna cast a Ranger Captain of Eos, ETB, Dragon's Rage Channeler on the ETB, put it into my hand. Combat, I'm attacking Anis for 4 damage.
Sure, I'll take 4.
And then I'm passing the turn. I'm discarding this Mana Vault to the graveyard for hand size. Go for it.
This is not getting any better for me. Yeah, I'm gonna just on end step, take a damage.
In response to your ETB, I'll tap this for green to Jeremiah, not take damage, but then take damage to this dork to abrupt decay the dress down before you go to your turn.
Sure. Go to my turn.
Good job there, Pontus. Really proud.
I'm gonna play a Wish Claw, and then I'll pass my turn.
Go to my turn. Land for turn will be a Gaia's Cradle, Birds of Paradise. +1 to Vash, sacking the birds. Draw 2. I'd like to cast a Allosaurus Shepherd. Then tap 1 to cast a Disciple of the Vault. And with that, I'll pass the turn.
Sylvan Library. I'm going to play this land for turn. I'm going to tap 6 mana. I'm going to cast a Consecrated Sphinx. And tap, I will sacrifice... Can I sacrifice Braids? Yeah, I'll sacrifice Braids.
I am sacrificing nothing. Go for it.
Then Honest can't. Do you want to sacrifice your Allosaurus Shepherd?
No, but I can sacrifice this Funeral Elves.
Alright, I will draw 2. Sure.
Draw a card.
I'll draw 2.
Play this Tundra, land drop. Tap that thing there and cast an Imperial Seal. Imperial Seal resolves. I'm gonna put this card on top of my library. I wanna cast Final Fortune from my hand.
I pass on Fine Fortune.
I will cast a Force Negation, getting rid of a offer you can't refuse.
So we are actually gonna do it in... we're gonna all in here. We're gonna do it in this sequence. We're gonna sacrifice Ranger Captain, making you all unable to interact for the rest of this specific turn in response to Force of Negation, correct? So I get to draw a card because of you casting that spell, is that correct, Anis? I have an Esper Sentinel. So this created a very interesting situation. So to explain what kind of happened here is that I currently have, as you can see, 2 cards in my hand. But because I'm lacking 1 mana, it's off. Giving me a card draw there from Anis was super risky, because now I have the combo in my hand. Because Final Fortune was literally just to make me draw 1 card, and that's enough. And now, Final Fortune together with Ranger Captain is a little bit awkward, because Final Fortune was only here to draw a card. If that was a brainstorm, I could have sacrificed Ranger Captain in the beginning of the turn, so that I could just combo off and win instantly. Cast a brainstorm. Anis can draw... No, Jordan can draw like 6 cards, and that's fine. I will still be able to win with the Ranger Captain effect in play, with my 2 cards in play and win. I have the 2 cards in my hand now, but I don't have the mana to do it. I also don't have enough interaction to fight 2 Force Navigations and Force of Will here. So we're gonna let everything resolve. Final of Fortune will be counterspelled. So the best course of action here is to pass the turn.
Play a land, I guess. We live, I guess. We live in... I would like to cast a Brainstorm.
Oh, it's not a Mayon S%. I will draw a card too. Go ahead, Jordan. You can draw 2 more. You draw 5.
This on top, this on top. This taps for green, right? There's a Yavimaya somewhere. Cast a Cabal Ritual. I have Threshold. Ad nauseum.
If Jordan is passing on this, I'm also passing on this.
Time to flip. well though. Yeah, I'm at 1 whole life at the moment.
My thought process is A, he's at 20, B, he can't use artifacts with Collect Roof and play. So
Yeah, the doof is only.
I thought we were
here.
safe.
If doof wasn't there, I'd be golden, but yeah, doof is problematic. Yeah, wait, there's an oppo as well. Alright, now I'm just gonna tap this and send myself out. It was a valiant try, boys. Couldn't make it. There's too much on the board.
Go to my turn. Land for turn would be a Misty Rainforest. What creatures are in graveyards? I will cast the Reanimate, starting the Rage Captain in Mon's graveyard.
I need to know what you're gonna do with this.
I can pay for Espers.
Well, I do have an op agent, I guess. Are you just gonna pass
And
turn?
my
once...
wing cons are Protein Hulk and Razaketh.
But if you sit with like a spot removal and one of those in your hand, you're kinda good here.
I've already used the Abrupt Decay.
Yeah, but you can have an Assassin's Trophy here.
Yeah, if I have those two exact cards here, I win, sure. But what's the risk that I have those two? We definitely lose on Jordan's turn if I get to untap without Range Captain in play.
I know, but I mean, I will counterspell this if you just pass turn afterwards. I will counterspell the Noxus.
Okay, what was the deal? The deal, sorry?
I counterspell the Noxious if you just pass turn here.
Not even drawing with Tevesh to see if I can find another answer for Jordan?
Yeah, sure, you can draw cards with Tevesh, I guess.
Okay, sure. That's pretty much what I was doing anyways.
I will respond with a swan song, paying for your Esper Sentinel on this.
I pass on Misstep.
I have a response to Mental Misstep. I'm gonna cast Force of Negation, pitching Mnemonic Betrayal to the graveyard. Exile, I mean. Countering your Noxious Revival.
I pass on Forcible.
That's all I have, Pontus. That's all I have.
Good try.
Yeah, I pass on everything.
The problem with this line, by the way, is that now Mons has a Ranger Captain plus win on his next turn. Probably not, but we'll see. Oh well, we're back in my main phase. I would like to +1 to Vash, sacrificing this Elves of the Shadow. Am I going to draw 2 cards? You draw more? Then I will pass my turn.
Sometimes the magic gods hate you, and even though I have drawn over half my deck, I do not have an answer for creatures. I have the win in hand, but until I can get rid of Collector Oof, I can't do anything, and even though I have 44 cards left in my library, I am unable to find an answer for it. And I can't search because of Opposition Agent. Well, this sucks. Hate Bears are definitely earning their name this game. Alright, we will tap 5 mana. We'll cast the Seaborn Muse. And then I'll go to combat and I'll attack Consecrated Sphinx will attack Tevish.
I will block with Gilladrick.
May as well. I'm going to play Mox Diamond, getting rid of a Mana Confluence. And then I'll draw
My Esper Sentinel will trigger. I'm forced to draw a card, the mysterious card that just happened to be on top of my library, so for some strange reason. Alright, this is strange, so I will untap everything and you will untap with me. I will play this Misty Rainforest and I would like to sacrifice it for a land. We'll find a volcanic island. So Esper Sentinel is kind of negative for me at this point, so I will cast Culling the Weak, sacrificing my Esper Sentinel as an additional cost there.
Sure, my Esper Sentinel trigger. Yeah, Culling the Weak resolves.
I add 4 black mana to my mana pool. I will use 1 of the black and cast a Ranger Captain of Eos. Ranger Captain is delayed. He will come into play never, I guess. But we are gonna try to go for it to see if you have more. So here is my Oracle.
Yeah, I pass.
Oracle resolves. I will then respond to the trigger and cast a Demonic Consultation.
I'll Swans on the Consultation.
Yeah, don't have a response to that. I'll cast a Wishclaw Talisman just because I can with the remaining black mana and pass the turn.
Go to my turn. I would like to ultimate Tevesh. He goes to command zone. I'll get the Kodama, I'll get the Tevesh, Kinnan, Kron, Timna. Then I have 4 ETB triggers on Kodama. I'll put in a Malera, and that's all I will be putting in. I'm trying to find that out. Oh, wait. Oh, that's pretty funny. Tap for a green. I'd like to cast this Life, making all my lands into 1/1s. Then I'd like to tap my Geist Cradle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'd like to cast this Finale of Devastation. X is 12. No, wait. Then I'd like to +2 my Tevesh Sats, making 2 Thralls.
Isn't that like winning the game?
I hope so.
Yeah, you need to counterspell this, Jordan, otherwise we'll lose.
There's another Sword Shepherd in play.
Oh! No. No, you do not have an... Yeah, okay. Nice.
So +2 to Vash, then X is 14 for this Hour of Devastation. Okay, so I'll search my graveyard instead of my library for the up agents.
Yeah, that works.
Finding a Braids, because that's the strongest creature in my graveyard. So then I will have a lot of attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, 14, 14s. I will go full swing. So these 4 at Mons and these at Jordan.
You got me.
Vanilla Devastation. Good card.